Hello everyone, Josh first back again, bringing you guys some more Black Clover Phantom Knights, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the relics that you should be using on certain types of characters. I know a lot of you have been asking for this question to be answered, and hopefully today I'm doing so. Now this is going to be featuring only relics available on the global side of the game, and some of these translations were brought from the Japanese version on the Infinity Clover website, which I have in the description below. So if you see some of the names that are a little bit off, or even how to obtain, or even the item description, it might be a little bit different than how it's said in global, but it should still be easier to figure out considering that we have the images right there, so shouldn't be too bad. Now, this is the second time I'm recording this because the first time got messed up. So here we go, and we're going to go through these quick. So if you ever have to pause the video, do so. Fire Battle Axe, very, very solid for any DPS in a game. For PvP though, it might not be a reliable option because it does lack speed, but outside of that, it's going to be very, very good. It gives you 875 HP, 450 attack, very, very good, with a little bit of defense just sprinkled in. Veil of Betrayal, best artifact right now available in the game for healers. That's all you need to know. It's got all the stats that a healer wants. That's all you want it to have. Abyss Spear, not very good. The reason why it's not very good is it's giving you high attack and high speed, but it's giving you wisdom. You don't really want wisdom on your DPSs right now because most of the DPSs we have, their primary option, their priority, if you will, is to do DPS, to do damage, not to do buffing. So wisdom ain't really something I'm really looking for, especially if I have to give up defense and HP to get it. So in my opinion, Abyss Spear can go F off. Ginger Robe, very, very good, if not the best tank equipment available in the game right now from 6-star Soul. If you want to deploy her, if you have her at 6-star, she's giving you that HP, a little bit of defense, and good speed. Everything that you want and more from a tank relic. So there you go. There you guys go. Ice Battle Axe. This is a starter kit weapon, so it can go F off. Banishment Robe, can't even get it to 5-star, so F off. Dating Hat, one of the worst relics I've seen at a 6-star for equipment because, wow, is it bad. You're getting that wisdom, speed, and defense. Okay. Is it good for a healer? Let's go through that. No, no HP. Is it good for a tank? No HP. No good. Is it good for a DPS? No attack. No good. Is it good for a debuffer, buffer, or, I mean, what else am I missing? That's pretty much it, right? It's not good for either one because, again, no HP. If you don't have HP, then it got to be good for a DPS, for someone who can do damage. Even debuffers can do some really good damage, but it has no attack, so it's not good for any of that. And if it's not good for a DPS, then it better be good for more tankier units like tanks and healers, but it has no HP, so it's not good for those. So, it's shit. Just keep going. Saint Shield, this might be one of the better second or third options for tanks, even healers, really. But the problem is it's a 6-star DN, which is GN in global, and that banner was not something that was worth going into. So I highly doubt a lot of you out there even have this to begin with, and honestly, it's just not very, very good. The Veil is much better in every way. And it's easier to get because 6-star GN, you'd have to go into that banner and get very, very lucky. And then even on your 7th step, you could get a Julius instead. So, and that banner just wasn't very good to go into or worthwhile for a lot of you unless you were wailing out. So this, to me, is just, it's not worth it. Rageblade, this is the go-to utility DPS weapon in the entire game right now in global. This has every damn stat that you want for a DPS. HP, attack, defense, speed, boom. Now, it does give up a little bit of defense and speed comparable to the Devil's Armor and the Bonfire Gauntlet. The Devil's Armor, of course, is more of a tank slash DPS type of equipment, which you'd want to put on your Mary Leona. And then the Bonfire Gauntlet is all about, you know, it's all business, baby. High attack, high speed. You don't want to put that on a unit like Black Asta, who doesn't need as much HP because, of course, he has that built-in immunity, and there's some other DPSs that work in a similar fashion. Rageblade, though, can go on any DPS if you don't have either of those other two options and work perfectly because it's giving you a little bit of HP. It's giving you that high attack. It's giving you a little bit of defense and speed, you know, sprinkled in. So it is a very versatile, universal, utility, whatever you want to call it. The Rageblade is very utilized, I feel, in this game. It's undervalued, and it shouldn't be. 6-star Ladros, if you got him, and you're looking for a really good DPS option, the Rageblade is actually pretty damn good. We've already briefly talked about the Devil's Armor. What more can I say? Same with the Bonfire Gauntlet, which is by far right now, this is the best DPS. If you're looking for pure damage, this is the best relic in the game right now because of the high attack and high speed that it offers. Then we have the Guardian Shield from Henry, 2500 HP and 312 defense. Now this would, to most people, you'd be thinking, isn't that like, wouldn't that be the best for a tank? It would be until you go into PvP and realize you have 0 speed. So that's why I still say there are other options like Soul that I feel are a little bit better. But Guardian Shield, if you don't have Soul and you have a 6-star Henry, which would be kind of weird, but I've been there, guys. I have 6-star Mare Leona, 6-star Salamander, and 6-star Black Asta, but I don't even have a 6-star Leo. So I've been in that weird situation where you could have a 6-star Henry and not have a 6-star Soul. Completely understandable. So Guardian Shield might be a good option if you don't have Soul 6-star. So there you guys go for tanks. Equipment, both the 5-star equipment are shit. So I'm gonna say trash, but that ain't even, that's being too kind. All right, 6-star accessories. Funeral Mirror, you get this for 1500 points in the point shop. You're gonna need to get it at level 5, and then when you do, it's good for every unit in the entire game. It doesn't matter what you put it on, it's good. I would recommend putting it on, if you only have one copy that's at level 5, I recommend putting it on the unit that you need to do the most carrying in your team, like the most DPS or the most healing or the most tanking or whatever you're looking to do and whatever type of content. Whoever needs to do more of whatever they're doing to carry your team, that's who you put the Funeral Mirror on until you can get more copies of it, of course. So by far the best accessory right now in the game, just because it does a little bit of everything for your units. Mirror of Pledge, garbage, low chance. I don't like anything that says low chance. I already deal with enough RNG on a day-to-day. I don't need to deal with more on my fucking equipment too. Or on my accessory, rather. Anti-Devil Lamp prevents secret move gauge from being sealed. I just don't see people really using this that much right now. I don't see this as an issue when trying to clear content. So thus, I don't feel that it's really something that you want to waste one of your accessory slots filling this with. So, Trust Letter. Medium chance to absorb secret move gauge with each attack. Medium chance, still, that's too low for me. If it's not high chance or better, I don't fucking want it. Catherine, low chance. Again, fuck that. Fantasy Feather. If your DPS is looking for speed and not being hit with slip damage, which is basically working like a damage over time or a poison, then this could be very, very good. Get this from a 6-star Mimosa. Could be very decent. If you're running, like, let's say you're running Asta's Armor, for example, on one of your DPSs, but since it doesn't have any speed, you need to pick up some speed, you could throw a Fantasy Feather on there, and now you're getting your DPS, your tankiness, and you're getting help with slip damage and speed, so it's not a bad collection, really. All the rings are shit if you're going for the Funeral Mirror, so I'm just going to skip all the rings, because the Funeral Mirror pretty much just does what they all do, combined. It's ridiculous. Pearl Scarf, from 6-star Kano, you get increased the amount of blue crystals dropped. It could be very, very helpful, especially for like the defense event that we currently have going on for Heath, eventually with Rill and Rades. Of course, it's not as good as the most badass and hard to get right now relic, which is Red Feather, because for a very long time increases red and blue crystals. And if you have the Lion 2 formation, or even Pisces, or even some of the other good AOM base formations, you pair that up with Red Feather, and you're fucking going to be spamming AAs and AOMs left and right, and that's going to be great for those defense capital missions, which are very good to do because you get a lot of rewards back from those. You get rainbow sheets, you get character sheets, you get freaking black jewels, you get skip tickets, so you get a lot of different things. So being good in those events is going to be very ideal going forward, especially if you're free to play. So getting Pearl Scarf might be pretty decent if you ever eventually get a 6-star Kano. And for those of you who are wailing right now and you went ahead and 6-starred your Will, F you. No, I'm just kidding. But god damn it, Red Feather, that is just such a pain in the ass. Like, if you're playing against players right now in the rankings and they got Red Feathers and you don't, they're probably going to kick your ass in points every time. And there's not really much you can do about it. It's just hard to compete with players that have a level 5 relic that's giving them fucking red and blue crystal drops. I mean, that's just ridiculous, right? But thankfully, there is a silver lining here. The real defense capital event should be next, and some of his rewards should include getting his sheets. And we all that have already beat Wizard King Rill should have a copy of Rill and then 20 of his sheets additionally. So we only need 60 more sheets to make him a 6-star. So if we can somehow get a big chunk, if not all of those, from his event, then we'll all be able to get the red feather. And then we'll all be kind of on a more equal playing field for hopefully raidies. So we'll have to see. But having a red feather versus not is definitely a big difference maker in the current event. So very, very strong there. Birdcage of Fate, low chance, go fuck yourself. Fool's Bell, high chance to counter. So if you're playing, if you're putting this on any unit that already has a built-in counter mechanic and you give them this as well, boom, you're set. Not bad at all. I prefer high chance. Low chance, I don't even want it. I know high chance is still RNG based, but I'd rather have that than, you know, let's just say 6, 7 out of 10 times it goes off. That's a hell of a lot better than 1 or 2 out of 10 chances, right? That's what you're gonna be getting with low chance. So fuck that. The hell with that. Accessories. Unlike equipment, we actually have some really good 5-star accessories here. The Alliance Bell, which is Union Bell on Global from Klaus. Very, very good. Increases own hate and defense. Perfect for tanks. If you want to like put that on your Salamander or your Henry or even put that on your Mars, it is perfect. Phantom Scarf, gain damage, immunity, and race speed. You can put that on any unit in the game as well. Another one of those universal utility-based. Could be very, very strong in PvP. You're getting that high speed increase and that damage immunity for, you know, a portion of the fight. In most PvP matches, I'm assuming, if they work kind of like every other Gotcha on a planet, the PvP matches aren't going to go very, very long unless people start running a lot of tank teams. But if not, Phantom Scarf might be a very good way to go. Flag of Victory, unlike the Flag of Glory that we got for free from the Marilone event, this one is shit. Attack skills are easier to activate, greatly increase hate. Cool. So our DPS is going to be able to activate their skills a lot more, but they're also going to be taking a lot more damage. That's exactly what we want. No, we don't. Fuck that. And Pink Necklace. A big HP recovery continuously. You get this from 5-star Fauna, which isn't very bad. So if you just pull her one time and you just go to her board, you're already going to be able to get this Pink Necklace. So that's not bad. At least you don't have to 6-star her. And it's very, very good. You can put this on frontline tank units. You can put this on healers. You can put this on glass cannons if you don't have anything better as an option. So it's pretty good. You can even put this on your debuffers if you put your debuffers in the back row, like your jammers, for example. So you have some options. But anyways, guys, that is it. I hopefully helped a lot of you out in judging, you know, which relics you should be using for certain types of characters. I tried to go through it as quick as possible. We're only sitting here right now at the 13-minute mark, so this is already cutting 20 minutes off my last video attempt that I was trying to make before I got messed up, because I was going way too in depth and into detail. I think it was a little bit unnecessary, but I think we got it wrapped up pretty good. So I hope I was able to help you out. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Hope you're enjoying your Mondays right now, and Tuesdays for those of you who are like way over there across the ocean out there in the east. But again, that's all I got for you guys for this video. Drop a like if it was helpful. Comment below if you guys have any additional questions. Join us in the Discord in the description below. Tick notifications and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss a thing. And I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.